There are 169 hours in 1 week. So let's say that you get a full 8 hours of sleep every night and it takes you about an hour to get ready each day. That leaves you with 106 hours. For each credit hour that you take, it's suggested that you study for 2 to 3 hours outside of class. And to be a full-time student at Lincoln Land, you have to take a minimum of 12 credit hours, which means that you would spend about 26 hours outside of class studying. So let's say you're a full-time student, you're taking 4 classes, and you attend all 4 of them each week, and they're about 2 hours long. That would leave you with 71 hours out of your week. Now, on top of that, let's say that you work part-time, about 30 hours a week, like most college students do. That only leaves you with 32 hours. This doesn't account for the time that you need to eat, to spend time with your friends or your family, or to take breaks while studying. The Journal of Occupational Health Psychology defines work-school conflict as a situation that interferes with your educational responsibilities. This often results in poor satisfaction among adolescents. About 2/3 of college students work while attending college, and this is more common in community college students rather than university college students. Working in school can cause symptoms of work-school conflict, and one of those symptoms is poor mental health. An online survey was conducted by David Oviatt, who is also a contributing author of the Journal of Psychology. He got his results back, and they basically said that students who were experiencing work-school conflict were experiencing symptoms of depression, they were at higher risk for substance abuse, and they had poor physical health. Dr. Laura Berna, who is the president of the Higher Education Association, corroborates David's data by leading her own research, and it also said that students who go to school and work also have feelings of increased anxiety, and they're juggling more roles than ever. So working while in school obviously causes a few issues. It causes increased anxiety, poor mental health. It affects your physical health. You're at higher risk for substance abuse. You're obviously going to be tired because, that's a lot of roles and situations to be dealing with all at once. And I believe that that can lead to poorer effects or outcomes on your education. Student Employment and Persistence is a book that corroborates my statement by saying that students who work and go to school at the same time often have a 14% dropout rate compared to students who don't work and go to school. They also stated that students failed to put in their best effort because they just felt lack of energy and they were tired. They just couldn't put their best effort in their education. So in my introduction, I talked about all of the hours that it takes to study and things like that. And I mean, if you work part-time on top of all of that, again, that leaves you with 32 hours. And like I said earlier, that doesn't give you time to eat or take a break from studying or hang out with your family and friends. That's all you have is 32 hours for yourself. And there's a lot of reasons why people work and go to school at the same time. Some people have bills, some people have kids in a family that they have to provide for. But I also think that as a school facility, their roles and their responsibilities, part of it is to ensure that students get the best educational outcome possible. And I think that it would be a great idea for facilities to help students who are working and accommodate students who are working and going to school, trying to provide for their family or whatever reason they may have.